It does something to you, driving that much. Jim and I were both doing runs across the whole country. Easily saw 48 states between the two of us. After a while, you start feeling like you don't exist, like you're never in one place long enough to even exist. You stop talking to people at gas stations and truck stops. You start avoiding restaurants where the waitresses might recognize you. You start sleeping in the back of your cab so you don't have to talk to a motel clerk. You go to diners and other truck stops where there are other long-haul guys and you don't even look at each other. One night, Jim and I were both doing runs. I was in Utah, he was in North Carolina or something. He gives me a call. He says he's at a truck stop. He says he can't see anyone's faces. He says he's looking at people's faces, trying to see them, but he can't see anything. That night, I guess, Q's and I decided to do something. It wasn't even a paper at first. I quit trucking, sunk the inheritance from my dad into this place. Q's quit her job at the gas station, and we started spending all our time here. We just thought it could be a place where truckers could come together and just look at each other, talk, remind each other that they still existed. Q's called it a church without God, and it was. Pretty soon, long-haul guys were stopping by almost every night just to talk. A lot of the times it was just daily stuff, long-distance marriages, gas prices, that sort of stuff. But every so often, there'd be some guy, some trucker from some random corner of some random state who'd come in and was amazing. Tell us some story of some tanker driving it in the middle of a hurricane, or show us pictures of sunrises he had taken at McDonald's in 43 different states. After a while, the three of us had the idea to just write it down. Jim was still driving. He'd drop off copies everywhere he could. At all the truck stops he came across, these little beacons scattered across the interstate. Just something to remind us that we still existed.